everyone, it is Jessica here from Nesting Made Easy, and today we are going to talk about the top 5 accessories you can have for your pram. I love accessories and I love things that can make your life easier when you have little ones running around and you just have stuff to do in the day. So we will start with probably my fave, which is accessory number 1, the pram organizer. I will insert clips so you can have a little look, and anything you do want is going to be linked below, so you can click away and follow the links to wherever it is you want to buy it. So this is the pram organizer. I love it because they're pretty much universal. Doesn't matter what pram you've got, it usually works on those prams. And you strap it over the bars of your pram and you can basically put in it anything you want, and that's why they're brilliant. It can be a dumping ground. Usually mine gets full of junk by the end of the week, and it usually also holds my phone, baby's toys, wipes, tissues, water bottles, milk formula, anything like that that you would have in your backpack but you want to hand, so you can grab just really easily. When your baby gets older, what I found, and I know what a lot of people find, is you'll just actually tend to use your organizer instead of taking your big backpack around, which is fantastic. So all you take is just put a nappy in there, wipes, your phone, a little snack, your water bottle, the baby's water bottle, and you're good to go. You don't need to take anything bulky around with you. So I think they're brilliant. And also in terms of kind of security, it was always in front of you. So your phone and your wallet and your money and all the baby's things are always in front of you, not behind you on your back. So no one's gonna be able to take anything from you. So I love these organizers. I don't think it matters who you are, what you're doing, if you're in the country, if you're in the city, anywhere, you are going to use them and they are absolutely brilliant. So I highly recommend. Okay, so moving on to organizer number 2. These are the most important thing you can buy for your pram. Do you hear me? Buy them. They are buggy clips. They are so good. I can't tell you a day I go out and don't use the buggy clips, or my friends or anyone I know that doesn't use buggy clips. They are essential. They can carry your backpack, they can carry shopping from the supermarket, they can carry baby's coats. Basically you will find whatever doesn't fit under that basket, especially if you've gone wrong and not bought a pram with a big enough basket, you'll be using these clips a lot. You can get ones that, I'll insert both. You can get ones that are kind of like a carabiner type clip, and you can get ones that are just a hook. And both are just super essential. I actually really like the, sorry, that's my lips, apologies. I actually really like the hook ones the best, even though they're not as secure. I just find them so much easier because sometimes the carabiner ones get a little bit tricky when you've got one hand, because obviously the baby's in your hand, not in the pram, to unclick the carabiner. Okay, so I like the hooks, but the carabiners are really good for carrying your baby bags around and anything that else is like that's going to be a little bit heavier. So, and the nice thing about these baby clips are that they're inexpensive. They're pretty cheap and they last forever. You can use them as long as you want. You can change them buggies. They last years. So yeah, a really worthwhile investment. And moving on to organizer number 3 is, and I've got a slash in this one, so it's handmuffs / sun shield. And I've done this because who knows where you live. You might live in a freezing country and you might live in a really super hot country. So I've put them kind of together because both are worth buying in their own right, depending on if you have winters or summers that you need them for. So I am from the UK, so we have really cold spells, much longer than we have the warm spells. So I often recommend to people to buy the handmuffs. So I will again insert a little picture and talk about them, and again all links are down below if you want to find them. And they basically attach, again universal, that's why I love them. They attach onto any pram, any buggy, they click on, and basically you just put your hands in and pull your hands out, because there is nothing more annoying than having gloved hands when you have to try and unbutton your child's coat, or you're trying to put hats on them, or you're trying to get the bottle out of the bag and you've got these gloves that you're constantly taking your gloves on and off, and it just gets really annoying. These things sound so small and like, oh, taking a glove on and off, but when you put all these little annoying things together, it honestly can ruin your day or just add time to your day that you don't have. That's why I love these mittens and gloves, because you literally slip your hands in and pull them out whenever you want. And if you live in a cold climate, it is so nice just to have that warmth on your hands instead of your hands like gripping the bar and just like freezing over. Another thing I love about these mittens are, if you have an older one, they're very cheeky, they use the mittens instead of you. Hey, what can you do about it? At least their hands are warm, but they actually love, and it saves you putting gloves on them. They actually love, if they're on a buggy board, they'll stand on the pram and then they'll put their hands in the mittens, and it keeps their hands really warm and they love it. And it's, again, like I said, a lot easier than gloves and things. So in the end, I didn't actually mind, but that's a nice kind of double way of using them. And then of course the sunshade. Now I've sampled quite a few sunshades. And what I like the best is actually your good old-fashioned parasol. I love it because you're not adding any heat. You're not kind of adding any heat to the baby's pram when it's hot. It just is doing what it says on the tin and it's blocking out the sun. And I love that you can just move it around. A lot of the ones that come, I can explain, I'll put a link in, a little picture in, that come from the hood of the pram and clip onto the handlebars are great, but they can add heat. And also the sun, it doesn't just shine here, it shines all around, and then you're moving the buggy all around and the sun's just creeping in from every angle because you've only got one bit of shade that goes over the top. So I don't think they're actually that great at shielding from the sun. I love a parasol. You can also buy, link here, a round type of, a bit like one you would stick on a car window. That can kind of, it has a bendy arm, and again you just move it around, so it's a little bit less cumbersome than a sun umbrella, a parasol, and it will do the same job, and you can kind of put it under the pram in a basket if it stops being sunny and things like that. So I recommend to buy either of those, less so the ones that you clip onto the handlebars, because I think they're worthwhile. So yes, hand muffs and sunshades. So moving on to accessory number 4, and this is probably one that is very close to my heart. It is a cup holder. I love them. I've got a cup holder that kind of you can attach and you can take off, and when we collapse our buggy we have to take it off to put into the car, and if I forget to clip it on, I literally like cry tears as I'm walking down trying to hold my coffee and push the pram at the same time. Why didn't I put the cup holder back on? I love these cup holders because I think they are amazing for your coffee and your drink, so you've got 2 hands, but also if you are using a bottle to feed your baby, these are absolutely amazing at holding your baby's bottle, because obviously in your rucksacks or under the buggy or in your, sometimes even in your pram organizer, it can sometimes wobble and you don't know if they're going to fall over. And I loved putting my bottle, the baby's bottle, in the cup holder, and I'd often have one of those thermal zips that go around it that I put in there just to keep it warm if I was only going on a short trip. And I just knew it was there, and also it was just really, really easy access. I didn't have to take my bag off, I didn't have to scoot around and find it. Boom, boom, baby fed. So I absolutely love cup holders. I think they're really universal. You can buy actually universal ones, again, I'll put a picture in, from Amazon, that should be able to clip onto any pram. You can always buy the brand that your pram is. They'll all kind of have their own cup. Yo-Yo babies then have their own cup, the Egg has their own cup, Bugby have their own cup. You know, they've all got their own brand of cup that will fit specifically on their bar. And I think these are great, but they're usually more expensive than the universal ones you can get from Amazon, and they kind of just do the job just as well. You just needed to hold a cup. So yeah, so definitely check out both, but I really think they are, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's an ice cream van. Moving on, so I really recommend the cup holder because it keeps you hands-free and also lets you have your little luxury in life, a coffee around with you, and you can still push the pram. last accessory, number 5, it is a buggy board. Now most of you probably know what a buggy board is. Again, pictures up there. So it attaches onto the back of your buggy, and the older child will stand on it whilst you push the buggy around, and it saves you from buying a double pram. And they are God's gift to families with more than one child. They are just amazing. You know how I was talking about the universal cup holder from Amazon over the branded cup holders you can get to match your pram? When it comes to buggy boards, I am a little bit biased, as in to buy the brand that comes with your pram. I have tried the universal ones. I've seen my friends try the universal ones, and they can work well, but they will never be as good as the buggy boards you can buy to match your brand. For example, we've got Baby Zen Yo-Yo, and absolutely nothing fits on that one because it's got a weird bar. So we had to buy the brand, but it's amazing because it clips in. You literally push these buttons and it comes off. So for me, who sometimes has my elder child with me, and lots of times just has my youngest child, I don't always want the buggy board on, so I literally just clip it on and off. Whereas a lot of the universal ones, they have this pull tie on both, so it latches on like that, and to unlatch them, it kind of, you can do it, but it takes a lot of time. And a lot of the branded ones are so easy to clip on and off, and a lot of them, I know particularly the Stoke pram is magnetic. It's really good, so it kind of just goes out and then you flick it up your foot and it sticks, and it's so good. And you can forget about it and just leave it on. So a lot of the buy a buggy board that's fit for your buggy, they're also a lot safer because they're made to fit. It would kind of be like buying a random seat to fit on your Baby Zen buggy. Like it doesn't quite always work out how you want it to. So if you're going to invest in something, invest in the buggy board, buy your brand, and they're just brilliant. It does save you so much time. It will save your little one legs from walking. And also, even if you've only got one child, I actually have a couple of friends and clients that have bought one, but they don't have 2 children. They just let their kind of 3-year-old, 2-year-old use it when they're fed up of going in the pram, because you know what kids are like. A lot of times they don't want to be in the pram, so they have the buggy board on the back, and then times when they don't want to be in the pram, that's fine, they just stand on the buggy board and push them home. So even with one child, they're actually really, really useful. It can save you a lot of meltdowns. So that is my top 5 pram accessories. I hope you liked it. I think they are all brilliant and they'll be used by nearly everyone. And again, pop me questions or things down below that you want to talk about. Thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.